at you. You hold it for a little while, that stuff. That feels good. Thank you very much. Okay, last night, I don't know what this meant, but I had the weirdest dream. And in my dream, my tooth was loose. And at first I just was, thinking, I got to see a dentist, my tooth is loose. And then I kept feeling it, and it was moving back and forth. And you know how, like, when you're a kid, like, you don't remember that. When you're a kid, you just keep doing that until you twist it off completely. That's what I did in my dream. It was so real. I thought, I am not dreaming. I'm convinced I'm not dreaming. It was one of those dreams where you say to yourself in the dream, I can't be dreaming. This time I really am half monkey, one of those. And then I come to work and I tell everybody about my loose tooth, the dream about the loose tooth, and then everybody at work, of course, everybody thinks that they know what the dream means. Everybody's interpreting your dreams, which is now more dangerous than I'm sharing it with the nation. But one person said, you're coming into money, which is what I heard tooth dreams were. And then another person said, no, you're going to have a visitor from the East. And that's how they said it, like, oh, I don't, And then someone else said, it means you're afraid of loss, so you're afraid of losing something important. And I said, well, I'm afraid of losing my tooth. Well, yeah, I don't want that. And it was a front one. And so, so anyway, the people started telling me all about their dreams then. And here's what I found out. My own dreams, fascinating. Other people's dreams, not so much. And, just keep that in mind, because we always want to tell everybody our dreams, and we think it's so interesting, and, they're just not to other people. Sometimes you have a really good dream. You know what this feels like. You're having such a good dream, and you want to stay in it. You kind of half awake, and then you go, oh, no, I got to go back to this. And then you're having this wonderful thing, and then all of a sudden the alarm goes off, and you get so mad. You're like, I was so close to becoming America's next top model. Kyra! Then you have really crazy dreams that with someone in it, someone that and you want to tell them about it, and you can't wait to tell them because you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. I should write it down. And then you're thinking, there's no way I'm going to forget this crazy dream. And then you see the person, and then you completely blank, and you're like, oh, I had the dream about you last. It was just, no, you were doing something crazy. I wish I remembered because it was so crazy. It was you and me. Anyway, it was crazy. And then you just can't stop thinking about it. And then, like a few hours later, you're in the middle of a meeting, and it comes back to you, so you just scream out, you were eating a turkey! But you were in Turkey. It was crazy. It's not as crazy as you think. And then all of a sudden, everybody's looking at you, and they're disappointed in the middle of a meeting that you screamed out you were eating a turkey, and then you feel stupid, and everybody starts telling you have stupid dreams, and then you realize you're naked and a bear rides in on a motorcycle. And you're like, oh, I'm still dreaming. I'm dreaming right now of dancing. Show besides Andy today is David Duchovny is here. His new movie, House of D, was released yesterday on DVD. He wrote, directed, and starred in it. He'll talk about that today. And also from The George Lopez Show, Constance Marie is here. The premiere of the fifth season is on tonight. Also on the show, Liz Phair is here. I don't know how people play guitar and do all that with their fingers and something else. It's very confusing to me. I don't know how, because even trying to pretend, it's hard to... Anyway, she's performing Everything to Me from her new CD, Somebody's Miracle, and this is very, very exciting. Andy?
Yeah.
Is my chip lady here?
The chip lady is in the dressing room. She's
here. She's here. That's great. Is she here?
She's here.
She's here.
She's here. We met her. She's delightful. She'll be out soon.
Great. I'm so excited. The woman who sold me my smiley face potato chip from, now it's Moulton or Moulton, Alabama, Andy?
It's she says Moulton. Some people say Moulton.
Yeah, the only person I heard was you, Moulton.
Right.
But
Moulton.
It's Moulton, Alabama. Jennifer Riddle is here from Moulton, Alabama. I'll tell you, I waited a long time for that chip. Here's a refresher of how we got it. And now it's time for our featured eBay item of the week. It's a smiley face potato chip. And the winning bid, 30 cents. It's mine. I got it. Andy, did my potato chip arrive today?
Still not here.
Andy, has the potato chip come?
It has not arrived yet.
Okay, Andy, is my chip here?
Believe it or not, the chip has arrived.
Are you serious?
Here we go.
It's much smaller than I had thought that it would be. It's in one piece. Oh, that's great. All right, here it is, right here. This is the chip. We have it in the plexiglass, safe and sound. Double it, so it's there in this case and also in this case, so nothing's going to happen to it. And that's, of course, I was just talking to Andy, one of our executive producers. I love Andy, and apparently a lot of you do too. Here is an email we got from Breezy Slavic from Chico, California. This is the guy that was shown on your show today. His name was Andy, and I just wanted to tell you that he is hot. Lots of exclamation points there. I don't know if you can see that. Hot. Wow. Someone call the fire department because he is smoking. You probably don't care, but I thought I would share it. So is he married? And if not, do you think he would go on a date? Okay, that's from Breezy Slavic from Chico, California. Then we get another one from Kelsey Kuntz from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Hi, Ellen. I was watching your show on Monday, October 3rd, and I couldn't help but notice how sexy Andy is. You were hassling him about your smiley chip and where it was. You should show him more often. He is so adorable. And then Breezy emailed back. I'm emailing you again to remind you that Andy is hot. Thanks for having him so much on the show today. Wowie, wowie, wow. How can I get a date with him? I will drive all the way to LA if I have to, because he's totally worth it. He's gorgeous. Thanks for listening. P.S. You have the best TV show. I love it. P.S. is the show. It's mainly Andy. All right, so... Now... I hate to break it to you, but Andy is married, and I know it. He's adorable and sweet as can be, but we thought, you know, and I hate to tell you he's married because now we're cutting out some of our income here, but he's become such a sex symbol, we thought, how do we capitalize on that? So we created a calendar that it's the 2005 Andy Lassner calendar. You know, there are only 3 months left in the year, so we have October, which is here's October, And then there's November. And then we have December. In rehearsal, he had no idea we were doing this. All right, don't go away. When we come back, David Duchovny's going to be sitting right here. You know our first guest from his 9 seasons on the hit show The X-Files. Last year, he wrote, directed, and starred in the movie House of D, which is now out on DVD. Please welcome back to the show, David Duchovny.
I don't want to knock over your water.
No. Well, are you limber or are you just athletic? Because this is really impressive to me. Can you stretch and do all that stuff too?
Yeah, I can stretch if I have to.
Well, like yoga stuff?
I do yoga. I've been doing yoga a long time, but I don't get any more limbers.
Really?
I'm the one person that doesn't work for.
Really? Because you do. It's supposed that's the whole point of it. This is really impressive. And I said, oh, is this the first time? He said, no, he does it all the time. You just finished a triathlon.
Yeah. Which
is really impressive. Okay, so you swim. How long do you swim for?
I think it's about half a mile.
Half a mile.
In the ocean there.
Okay, then it looks like you're running. You're not actually in the water.
Well, no, you gotta. I was actually running away from the water.
The water, yes.
I was the one guy.
You had already gotten out.
I go that way.
Okay. And then
no, you run when you get out of the water to your transition point, which is
the bike. And
yeah.
this is you changing into the biking gear. And then how long do you ride for?
That's the worst part, because you come out of the water and you're taking your wetsuit off and you're thinking, oh my God, I hope I have my Speedo on underneath this. And also, even if you do a lot of yoga, there's no graceful way to get a wetsuit off. So inevitably, you've got your Speedo, and you just don't want your ass to hang out, and you're pulling at it like this, and you've got no shirt on like that. And
that's what you were doing here. See, I thought this was then you were transitioning it. This is the naked event right there. I thought.
You see? I appreciate the applause, but I think that looks ridiculous.
Yeah. So then you bike for how long and run for how long?
I think we bike for 18 miles and then we run for 4 miles. So, actually the guys who are really good at it call it a sprint.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sprinting.
For 4 miles?
No, the whole thing. They call it a sprint.
Really?
From start to finish, yeah.
And how long did it take you to do all that?
That was like 1 hour and 46 minutes or something like that.
Oh, you did it in one day?
Yeah. Well, I came in 7th.
7th? That's impressive.
Out of 15.
No.
Yeah, well, they have what you call the celebrity division.
There were other celebrities. Who else did it?
Well, there's this guy, Tate Donovan, an actor.
Yes.
And he's like a professional, and I have a vendetta against him now because he finished so far ahead of me that he was actually at the finish line with a glass of champagne and getting massage, cheering me on as I passed. No.
That's hilarious.
And he didn't have a glass of champagne, but I thought, this is war now. If you're going to finish and shower and comb your hair and then watch me finish, that's just not right.
And it happens every year, so you'll do it again next year?
I'll do it again next year, and it's fun. And it's
just
for
to beat Tate.
Pediatric AIDS is the cause.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good for you. And then, and they write, is this true? They write your age? They draw your age on your ankle or something, or your thigh?
Well, they write it. If they drew it, it would be interesting.
Well, yeah, but depends on your age. They would draw it.
It's like, what was it, Pictionary? What was that show?
Yes.
No, they put your age on your calf, which I can see no reason to do that except that it's abusive. And because all it does for me is as I'm running at the end and just slowing down, I see a guy with a 62 on his calf just kind of breeze right by me.
And how old are you, David?
I'm 45, but the thing is, You know, I think that I'm running really well when I'm out there. I think at the end, you know, I'm really breezing. And actually, you know, I think that I'm running, you know, like this, you know, high stepping it to the finish line. But when I see pictures of me, I don't know if you have it, but I'm doing what I call the old man run, which is kind of like this. But it feels like this.
And now, do you run every day? Do you work out every day?
I never run.
Really?
No.
You have to train for that.
No, I don't really train for it. I swim, but the run is hellish for me.
God, well, you're in amazing shape,
that's why I
especially
do the old
45.
man run.
That's great. An hour 45. Now, and what afterwards are you sore like for weeks?
Just for a few days. Yeah.
And does Taya, your wife, you've been married how long?
8 years.
8 years. You and Taya Leon.
Yeah.
Does she do that with you?
No, Taya doesn't really exercise.
She doesn't
It's interesting.
exercise.
No, she's got one of these weird metabolisms that's very infuriating to the rest of us.
Yeah, because she looks great.
Yeah.
And you have kids, and she looks amazing.
I know.
So, and the kids are how old now?
6 and 3.
And the names are good names.
West is my girl,
West.
and Miller is the boy.
But those are the middle names, right?
Those are the middle names. Madeline West and Kid Miller.
Kid Miller.
Yeah, it's Kid Miller.
Yeah, he's going to be a boxer, probably.
Might be.
So 6 and 3.
Yeah.
And they are great. They're doing well.
They're fantastic. Miller is. Miller, you know, he's 3, so I'm sure a lot of you have kids, and you know that 3-year-olds whine quite a bit. And I've got a thing about the whining. It's hard for me to take, and sometimes I come down on him a little bit about the whining. And we were at breakfast or some meal, and he said, "Daddy, you don't like it when I whine, do you?" And I said, "No, I have a little problem with it sometimes." He goes, "Well, I'm just sitting here eating my green beans." That's true. And then he did like 2 days later, he did the same thing. He says, "Daddy, you don't like it when I whine." And you know how 3-year-olds repeat themselves. Same thing, like a script. "Daddy, you don't like it when I whine, do you?" And I go, "No, I think I'm on the script too. I got a little problem with it, Miller, sometimes." And he goes, "We'll figure it out."
3 years old.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
I go, "Okay, whatever you say, buddy.
God,
We'll figure it out."
That's so cute. We have to take a break. We'll be
All
right
right.
back with David Duchovny. Back with David Duchovny. So House of D is now on DVD. It's really, really sweet. You wrote, directed, and you star in it. Well, you star in it, but then there's
I'm in it a little bit.
there's someone playing you
Yeah,
as a young boy.
yeah.
And is it autobiographical or no?
No, just kind of the time and the place. The 70s in New York City. I grew up in that time and that place. So that's, you know, and there are some touches that are autobiographical, like he delivers meat in this movie.
Right.
And I delivered meat.
You did.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a delivery job boy for a meat market. Yeah.
It's really sweet, and Robin Williams is in it, and Erykah Badu. This clip, I think, has Erykah.
This is Erykah Badu. This is when the boy grown up is me, and I'm kind of coming back to present-day New York to find these people that were instrumental in my childhood. And Erykah Badu plays a prisoner in the Women's House of Detention that, as a boy, my character had a relationship with, even though they never saw each other. He just spoke to her up in the prison there. And now, as a man, he's come back to try and touch her.
Okay.
You can't really tell from the clip, but it's kind of a comedy.
It is. That's kind of the heaviest because it's the end of the movie and you're
Yeah,
putting everything
yeah,
together.
yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on finishing this. I hope you come back next year when you beat Tate.
And
if you want to
that's
do
not gonna
anything, if
happen.
you want to have Tate on here and compete with him in any kind of way that you know
I would
you
like
can
to
win.
choose something that I could beat Tate in. I've seen you do things like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to, maybe we could play basketball or...
Yeah, let's have him on because you're a good basketball player.
I know, but I don't know if Tate is bad. I have to know.
Let's do some research on what he's bad at, and let's not let him know we've done that. Have him on the show, and you compete with
Tate.
Yeah, all right. I'm sure no one will tell Tate.
No, it's our secret.
All right, thanks for being
All
here,
right.
David. I appreciate it.
Thanks for
House
having
of
me.
D is out on
Thank you.
DVD, and everyone in the audience, everybody in the audience is getting a copy of Meet a Woman Who Sold Me This. Mr. Smiley Face Potato Chip after this. I'll be right back. Well, 2 weeks ago, I won my first auction on eBay and bought Mr. Smiley Face Potato Chip for only 30 cents. Since then, a lot has happened. Here to recap it for you is the chip himself.
I came out of the bag in Alabama. The next thing I knew, I was up for sale to the highest bidder.
And the winning bid, 30 cents. It's mine. I got it.
It took a while for me to get there.
Does the potato chip come?
It has not arrived yet.
Andy, did my potato chip arrive today?
Still not here.
Once, an imposter tried to steal my glory.
Actually, your chip has arrived.
Are you serious?
But soon I found myself looking up at a smiley-faced talk show host. I could have ended up stuck between the cushions of a couch, but look at me now!
There it is. All right, here's the person who sold me the chip from Moulton, Alabama. Please welcome Jennifer Riddle. Song Tony played for you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so tell us how you found the chip, Jennifer.
Oh, well, my husband was eating lunch, Golden Flake dip style chips, and he dumped out a bunch.
I've never heard of these. Are these mainly in the South?
They're
Golden
just
Flake?
in the Southeast.
Golden
Yes.
Flake dip style. All right.
Yes. And they're, yeah.
They're small for dip style. The one you sent me is tiny.
Well, yours was special.
Yeah, it was special.
They're not all small.
You can't dip that.
No, you don't want to dip
No.
chippy.
All right.
So he dumped them out to share with his twin brother, who they
Your
worked
husband?
together. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so there was Chippy just laying there on the little plate, smiling up at him.
Why would he think right away you can sell it? Have you sold food before?
No, I've sold a lot of things on eBay, antiques, clothing, quilts, various things, never food. But he knows that unusual things usually will bring a nice,
Yeah.
bit of money.
And did
In
it.
some cases, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really lucked out.
What did you think you'd get for it?
Oh, at least $100.
You thought you'd get $100 for it?
Well, he said, okay, here, dear, put this on eBay and put a high reserve price because you can set a no sale under so-and-so dollars.
Right.
Well, I forgot.
And then I asked you to pack them in Cheetos to make sure that the chip would stay in one piece.
Yes.
And you ended up not packing them in Cheetos, but sending me a Cheeto that looked like a gun.
Well, I was gonna pack them in Cheetos. I had the Cheetos, Ellen. I
Uh-huh.
bought the Cheetos for you, but I've got 3 kids.
Oh.
And
They got-
Chippy liked to not have made it, but
Yeah, yeah.
I got no. So they ate the Cheetos, and I grabbed the one,
Uh-huh.
and I saved that for Ellen. And just lo and behold, it looked like a revolver.
Wow, you're good at it. And so now, and how long have you been? Are you on your computer all day long doing that?
No, I don't have a computer.
You don't have a computer?
No, I don't have a
Well, how
computer.
did you do this?
Okay, I had to drive a few miles to my sister-in-law's or to my mother's or to the public library, and so I take care of all my eBay business on the road. Yeah, that's another reason that it took a while to get your chip is I couldn't check my email till late in the afternoon each day. And so,
Oh, well, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that this all worked out. And while you're here, there's something else I want you to do for me in a second. One thing that Golden Flake, they want you to have a tour, which they don't normally do. They want you to have a VIP tour of the Golden Flake Chip Factory, so you're going to go there, all right? And they're giving you a year's supply of chips.
Oh,
for,
no.
All right? And also, it seems crazy you don't have a computer, so Hewlett-Packard, we're giving you a computer, a printer, a scanner, a digital camera, all courtesy of Circuit City, which is coming out here right now. Come on, let's go over here. All right. Isn't that great? Very cool.
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
awesome. That is so cool.
I know.
Wow,
All
that
right.
is
So let me
awesome.
tell you what I want you to do right now. I
Okay.
need you. First of all this is yours, which is very cool. This is amazing. Circuit City did that for you. And I want you to go into the riffraff room, if you wouldn't mind, and take these chips. I think there's some other chips, but look through these chips and
All
see
right.
if you find anything else
Okay.
that might be worth something, and I'll buy it right now, and I don't have to pay for shipping.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It'll get you.
All right. Take off to the riffraff room. I'll see you in a minute. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back with Constance Marie. Don't go away. Wow, she found something already. That's amazing.
I guess I have the knack.
Who is that?
That's Leno, Jay Leno.
Uh-huh. next guest stars on the very funny ABC comedy George Lopez, which premieres tonight. Take a look. Please welcome back Constance Marie. She's a professional dancer, and we had a dance-off last time. I'm not even going to get into it with you. You're a great dancer.
Thank you very much, but I'm actually trying to become a better dancer. I've been working on a little something called The Ellen.
Oh, is that right?
It could be called The Ellen. It could be called The Ellen Shuffle.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to actually demonstrate it for you.
Look good. I didn't realize I'm a fantastic dancer.
Are you brilliant?
Okay, so, and happy birthday, I guess. You just had a birthday recently.
Yes, I did. And what happened was, you know, nobody made a big deal about it at work. They gave me a little cake, no balloons, no cards, and I was like, oh, well, that's fine.
No balloons?
I know. No, sometimes
All right, I'm
last
guessing
year...
you're 23.
No, last year I walked into my dressing room and there were balloons everywhere, which just made me cry because it was just so, so sweet. So this year nothing happened, and I know my fiance was gonna do something for me. And I get home and he's all sweaty from exercising, he's not planning to go anywhere, and I thought, we're going somewhere, right? And he goes, well, you wanna go to dinner, right? Maybe that might be good. Like, yeah. So I go, should I wear this? How's this? Is this okay? He's like, yeah, whatever, casual. So I'm thinking we're going to like Benihana or I don't know, Kookaroo or somewhere. And so he goes, okay, get in the car. He puts a blindfold on me. Then he puts headphones on me.
I hope you weren't driving.
No, I wasn't. No. And he makes me, I can't hear or see anything, and he's driving around in circles, and I'm like, I'm gonna vomit. Where are we going? And he walked me in, you know, and I'm like falling over the curb. I'm like, you're supposed to be helping me. I'm blind. I can't hear. And I walked in, and there was a huge party for me with all my cast and my friends, and it was so, I was so surprised that I was like, you love me. It was so, and I'm an ugly crier, just like, really, I really am. And so, but it was wonderful because the whole cast was there and they didn't even let me know anything.
That's really sweet. Well, that's because you're a good person. And I know that you just came straight from, which I'm sure the kids appreciated you dressing up for them. You just came from, you were just reading to kids before you came here?
Yes, I'm part of a campaign called Read Across America. And it's really, really wonderful. Reading is very important to me because, you know, I come from a divorced family and we were poor and I was Latin and there weren't a lot of Latin kids where I went to school. But I did know how to read when I got to kindergarten. By the time I got to kindergarten, I knew how to read and I thought, okay, I don't fit in, I don't have as much money, but I know how to read. I'm smarter than a lot of these kids here. You know, they're reading like The Rat, Sat, Fat, Matt. I'm like, what's that? I'm over that already. So I became part of Read Across America because what it does is they get celebrities and athletes and parents and just anybody to go to the elementary school and read stories to these kids. And you can go to www.nea.org if anybody wants to sign up for it and find a school.
NEA?
NEA, which
Okay.
is the National Education Association.
Great. All right. Well, hopefully more people will get involved. Thanks so much, Constance. Thanks for being here again. The George Lopez premieres tonight at 8 o'clock on ABC. Liz Phair performs after this. We'll be right back. All right. A little while ago, I I sent Jennifer Riddle, my smiley face potato chip lady, back to the riffraff room to search through a bag of chips. The Golden Flake potato chips is the special kind. It seems like you can find them in any chips. You can search any bag, but this is what she went through. What did you find so far? Let's take a look.
Okay, immediately I found Jay Leno.
So there's Jay Leno right there. All right, I see that. I see that.
Okay.
And then?
And then we have a heart.
That's great. That's a heart.
And this is Skeletor. Can you see the...
Not really, but
the
okay.
skull?
I wouldn't pay 30 cents for that, I'm just gonna say.
Oh,
What is this?
Pac-Man.
That is Pac-Man, that's good. All right.
This is the partridge from the partridge family. This is, the beak is here, and the eye, and the wing.
Very, very creative.
Okay. And this is a saddle.
Now, at what point, when did you start drinking when you went back there? Clearly, these you were sober, and the last two, you were just...
I started drinking at 6:30 this morning.
Good. You seem so relaxed. Yeah. Well, they're fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll hold on to these. They're not, nothing's going to compare to that smiley face.
No,
that was
you're
amazing.
right.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I want to thank David Duchovny, Constance Marie, Liz Fair, and of course, Chip Lady Jennifer Riddle. You'll always be the Chip Lady to us. Tomorrow, Cameron Diaz, Paul Walker, Joe D. Messina, and sleight of hand magician Jason Randall will be here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.